Today we're doing the whole thing, the whole shebang, because oh wait, hola. Okay. Because my hair is not done. Usually when I do my makeup, my hair is done. You can really see where the dyed part is and where my natural color is. Oh my god. It's not bad, but like it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. It's a good, it's not like a straight line, so that's good. So like it's a little bit of a blend. So you don't really notice it that much, but when you like do it like this, you can definitely see where my hair is dyed and where it's like naturally grown. That's crazy. My hair's grown so much since I've dyed it, and you can't tell. No one can tell. My hair has looked the same length for the past 3-4 years. And the truth is it's growing. It's just extremely curly. As you can see, I don't have any product in. I took a shower and that's what it looks like. Oh, the stray cat is outside. The one that kind of looks like very messy, very like dirty. But that's just the color of his fur. It's very like decolorized and like different colors. His beautiful eyes though. Anyway, let's focus on this. So what should we do first? Let's do makeup first. Today I'm going to start with lips just because I kind of want to. So anyway, what should we talk about? Well,
a skill conversation starter can help with the topic. Okay, here's conversation starter. Sure. What apps have changed your life a lot? Say next for more.
Next. More. Alexa, more.
Sorry, I don't know that.
What the heck? What did she say? What apps have changed your life? Pinterest? I don't know if Pinterest is... Well, TikTok has changed my life, obviously. I owe a lot to TikTok. I want to thank each and every single one of you that watches. I want to thank each and every single person that has followed me, because that has really changed my life and has changed like the opportunities that I have. And I don't think I would be granted the same opportunities if I didn't have TikTok, obviously. My plan was originally, and we're going to talk about plans. My plan was originally to become a high school English teacher, because that to me was the most practical, was the most like, the thing that I could do and that I knew that I could survive doing and wouldn't be miserable. Because first of all, I love English and I love the high school age group and like middle school as well. I really love it. But I remember when I told my teacher, my history teacher in senior year, that I wanted to be a teacher. And he literally said, "You're going to be poor." And I just remember thinking like, oh, I know teachers don't make a lot, but geez, like you're a teacher. And I think you're doing all right. And he was, but like he had other things, you know. But on top of that, like, it's just wild to me. Like, why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? I mean, yes, he just kind of put it out in the air. You're going to be poor. And I rejected that. I was like, no. I'll do other things on the side. I'll write books. I'll have an art business. I'll do a lot. So that was kind of my idea. Like, I'll be a teacher and at the same time I'll be an author. And I'll also have a small business where I can paint and do art and a bunch of other things. So I will not be poor. I will not be poor. I was not depending on anyone else. But I knew it was going to take a while, but I was not going to be poor. And then TikTok. I'll be honest. I started on YouTube and that did not go well. I started on YouTube when I was like 16, 17. And for many years, I just did not see any success or growth. I got, I think, 100 subscribers. And yeah, and I should be proud of that. But like, that is just not, I completely forgot to put on sunscreen. That's just not going to do much. I mean, after like a few years and you only have 100 subscribers, and I was posting pretty consistently. Well, not consistently, but like, you know, I was posting and it just wasn't working. And I was pretty much the minute I decided to give up YouTube, TikTok came into my life. Ooh. And I'm so grateful for TikTok. A few things happened with TikTok. Obviously, so many things changed in my life. But I was offered, but I knew from that moment that I was never going to be poor, like, ever. Just because that's something my family went through, and I wasn't going to go through it because I just wasn't. Even if I didn't have TikTok, I knew I wasn't going to go through that. So that's something I knew, and TikTok just helped a lot. On top of that, I got to sub, and subbing was great. I loved subbing, but it made me realize that I don't think I could be a teacher. Like, staying in one classroom every day, doing the curriculum that the school board approves of. I just realized I couldn't do all of that. And so here I am, a full content creator, which is weird because, again, oh, this is going to sound so confusing, but I didn't want to be a content creator in the first place. The only reason I went on YouTube when I was 16 was so that I could become an actor or a scriptwriter or something. I would make my own short films on YouTube. I would do a bunch of stuff. And I felt like TikTok, even though at this point I have gotten to a very comfortable place, I can still keep growing, but I still really want to chase the original dream. So being a teacher was the practical dream. And I knew I would be okay with doing it, and I knew I would love it. But being an actor and being a part of the entertainment industry and just contributing stories to the world, that's what I wanted to do. And I knew that was the unpractical. So I came up with a realistic, logical plan. And that logical plan was teach and be an author at the same time and see where life takes you. So that was my practical plan. But I think TikTok was not a part of the mix. But now that it is, I'm trying really hard to see where it can take me in terms of, like, my career and what I wanted to be doing. Isn't that crazy, though? Like, just didn't know TikTok would be a part of my life. Oh my God, the cat is on the roof. It's literally on the neighbor's roof. And he's trying to get down. He's like, how the frick do I get down? Oh my God, get down. He's like looking at me. Get down, you look dumb. Get down. Get down. He sat. He can see me. Get down. Get down. Don't just sit there, man. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. Nah, he's done. He's like, I guess I'm stuck up here. I guess this is my house. Yeah, he's making it home. That's all right. You do you. That's okay. Everybody got to do themselves. You do what's best. He's just going higher. He's going up higher up on the roof. That's all right. So this week, I've been taking care of my cousin. My cousin recently had surgery. And it wasn't anything crazy. It was just cyst removal. But because of, like, the position of it, she wasn't able to, like, walk much. So she's been having to use a wheelchair. And I've been pushing her around in the wheelchair, like getting her out, letting her do things, because she's kind of been on, like, bed rest these past couple days. I'm congested. Y'all already know. Yeah, I've been the one pushing her around. And it made me realize, I mean, I've always known this, but it made me realize how, like, how much we need accessibility. Like, how much we need ramps. How much we need, like, the parking spots. How much we need, like, the bathroom and all that. Like, we went into the bathroom and there was a woman in the, you know, accessible section of the bathroom for wheelchairs and all that. And we were like, okay, let's just wait. So we waited and they weren't coming out. I don't know if they were scared. I don't know if they were like, oh no, I've been caught in here and I don't need a wheelchair, which is fine. Like, I've gone in there. Come on, we've all gone in there. Like, we were okay. We were like, oh, as long as she comes out, we'll go in. Like, we weren't about to judge her or nothing. Because, again, we've all done it. But she just didn't come out. We were like, oh, okay, how long are we going to wait? So some other people came in. They're like, oh, are you guys, like, is it full? Like, there's no other restrooms? We're like, no, there's other restrooms. We're just waiting for the big one. And so my cousin was like, you know, maybe I can just stand up for a little bit and just use the restroom. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, just help me up. So I helped her up, carried her with my arms like this. And we got there. I pulled up the wheelchair as close to one of the stalls as I could, and she walked over and sat on the seat. And I was like, okay, just let me know if you need anything. So we closed the door and I sat with the wheelchair, like I held the wheelchair aside. And then again, the lady who was inside the big bathroom wasn't coming out. And in my head, again, like, who knows? She needed it for something. Something's going on. Like, anything. Like, maybe she's, like, there's a million reasons why people will do things. They don't just do it to be jerks all the time. Like, if somebody cuts you off, you have absolutely no idea what it is that's going on. Like, they could be arguing with a spouse and not realize, or which is terrible, but they could be on their way to the hospital. Like, that's a really stupid, like, scenario, but it's real. Like, that definitely happens. It could be for a pregnancy. It could be because there's an emergency. It could be because a family member called them and said, hey, I'm here and I need your help. Whatever. And that could be not even the hospital. That could be someone's house. That could be the jail station. Whatever reason someone has for doing something, you just won't know it. And you'll just see it as someone being a jerk if you don't think about it for 2 seconds. And it's not about letting people walk over you. And it's not about, like, yeah, some people are jerks. But you have to think there are plenty of people who get mistaken for jerks who aren't. We just don't always know every circumstance. So you just have to, like, be mindful of that. Okay. I think I'm going to use this one. Wait. Expires 2023. We're good. Okay. I don't want to use expired things. But what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the lady still didn't get out. And then when my cousin was finally done, she's like, okay, can you help me? And then I helped her. And I helped her get back in her chair. I helped her. And I picked her up again and I slowly put her down because she can't be doing too much. And then right when we were about to wheel away, someone came in and they were like, oh, do you need help? I'm like, no, we're fine. It's okay. We're about to leave. And then the lady who was inside of the wheelchair stall, the big one, said, I'm sorry, I just really needed the sink. And we were like, no, it's all right. No worries. I do realize that if someone else really in a wheelchair really needed to use the restroom and couldn't easily get up without help, like to a stall, then they would probably be upset. But that was not our case. She could stand for a little bit, so it's all right. And that's why we said it was all right. But yeah, it just keeps us all mindful of which stall we pick and what we do. Because sometimes I get anxiety and I don't want to use one of the little stalls because then I have to, like, wash my hands. And if I have to, like, fix my hair or fix a mess or something, I don't want to do that in front of people. I'll rather get the big stall because it has a sink and a mirror usually, and I'll just do it there. And that makes me feel so much better. But yeah, like, I have to be mindful, which I'm allowed to do because it's not like for wheelchair only. It's just like, it's wheelchair accessible. But at the same time, I want to be mindful of what I'm using and who I'm taking away from, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just hard on both ends. Nobody really knows every story. So, but that's what was going on with my cousin. And then we walked around. She wanted to go to Hobby Lobby, so we walked around. I went and picked up some checks. I've never gotten checks before. And I got to pick them up. You literally just go and ask, and they cost $3. It costs $1 for one check. And then they print out a sheet of 3 checks because you just have to get the 3. And because they can't just give you one. And then you can have checks ordered for like $20 for 100 or something. Which, like, wow. And it's like 80% off, I guess. I just realized. Yeah. But I didn't need to order them. I just needed one. But that was me taking my cousin around because I've been taking care of her this week. And it's been so interesting to be like a helping hand. And it's been so nice because sometimes you don't want, like, obviously you want to help them. But my cousin has always been saying, I'm sorry. Can you get this for me? I'm sorry. I'm like, please stop saying I'm sorry. Just say, thank you for getting that for me, or this and that. Like, I get it. I would probably have the urge to say I'm sorry too. But after a while, I'm like, bro, no, a different cat. There's another cat in front of me, and it's black and it's white. Literally never seen it before. And it's going to eat that squirrel. There's a squirrel on the tree, and the squirrel's having a panic attack. I can see by the tail. The tail's going. And the squirrel, and the cat's like And the squirrel and the cat are having a standoff right now. I don't know. If I were you, squirrel, I would run up the tree. The cat can only go so far. I would run up the tree. No, the squirrel's not doing it. The squirrel is keeping its stance. It's hanging on the tree, and its tail is going. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. The cat looks like Simba in The Lion King when his dad tried to teach him how to pounce. That's what the cat looks like. And the squirrel's being really stupid. Get up. Go around. Go up in the tree. Why? None of these animals listen to me. You know what? It's their fate. I can't help them. So, anyway, what was I talking about? Just so much. So, yeah. I've been helping my cousin. It's been feeling so good to be helpful. Of course, there are times where I'm like, oh, I really don't want to get up and have to do like food for another person, have to get water for another person, have to do every little thing. Because it's every little thing. They can't even pick up their phone. And like, I have to do every little thing. And sometimes it can get tiring. But at the end of the day, I'm doing it out of love and out of necessity too. But I'm doing it out of love. And you have to remember that. Once you remember that, you're taking care of another person. That's beautiful. That's great. You know, not everybody has somebody to do that for them. So I'm glad I get to be there. And it's really great. It's really great because I work at home. So it just works out. Like, God is so good. And like, yeah. So what was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, the checks. I'm getting a check because I want to give my dad some money for Christmas. And even though me and my dad aren't the greatest together, I still really want to bless him. And I want him to do well because he's starting his own business, which he's wanted to start for like 10 years now. So that's why I got the checks, because I want to give him a surprise amount. He needs like $2,000 for some equipment, and I want to give him more. So I'm going to pray about it and see where I land, but I think it's going to be a very helpful amount. And I'm very grateful because TikTok is the one that allows me to do this. But at the same time, I'm scared because I just moved into this place and I don't have any other job lined up. But I know that TikTok is going to provide for me, and I know I'm going to go bigger. So I really want to just bless my family as much as I can. And I believe I will. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And I think I'm going to post about it too, because I know that I want it to be kind of like, thank you, TikTok, and thank you, all my followers, because you guys are the ones allowing me to bless my family like this. So yeah. I think that's everything. Oh, there's so much I could talk about. I could talk about the PB&Js. I could talk about how both of the cats got out last night. Yo, my cat was out till 2 a.m. Doing what? At the club? I don't know. With what fake ID? You're 7 months old! That's crazy. Anyway. We're just gonna mind our business there because she's grown up and she's like on her own. Mom, I want to do stuff by myself. I'm 16. You can't keep telling me what to do. Do you guys know where that's from? If you do, comment it. Please. But yeah. Oh, I say that so much, but yeah. And so that's what's been going on with me. What's going on with you? This is so weird because I'm like talking to myself, but like hopefully someone's watching this. If you are, I love you so much. Yo te amo so much. But yeah, I hope you like get something to do and do something with me, because otherwise it's just me doing stuff up here. We should do stuff together, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, let's talk about Christmas plans. I plan to get out of Florida because Florida's the last thing when I think Christmas. I get it. It's warm and they have Disney World and whatnot, but I'm not trying to be here for Christmas. I'm literally trying to like get out of here for Christmas and New Year's, especially New Year's. I think New Year's more importantly than anything, because for me, every New Year's, I'm just not sad, but I'm always like alone because I'm never near my friends. I'm never near like my close family members. I'm always with my parents, and I just feel like I don't want to do that this year. This year, I want to go be with my brother, meet his new girlfriend, and see my cousins up there that I really love, and my niece, and I just don't want to be here where I'm just gonna be like in church alone and sad. Yo, the cat that was gonna pounce is literally still out there in pounce position, but I think it's like falling asleep. I think they're giving up because the squirrel left, so I don't know what they're doing now. Anyway, yeah, so that's everything, guys. Those are my plans. Yo te amo, bye. Te amo, te amo, yo te amo. Bye.